To fleece or not be fleeced? That is the question here at the second episode of the Fleecers Fantasy Football Podcast. Welcome back. We thank you so much if you tuned in to the first episode last week. We're recording here on a Sunday. This will be out on the following Wednesday. So we really appreciate if you rocked with us last Wednesday. Make sure if you haven't, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. Come and rock with us. It's your host, CJ. I got my homies, Eli and Nigel, all the way with me all the time. You feel me? And we're just going to jump right into it. We already got the introductions out the way. We already got some of the first episode things out the way. We're going to get right up into it. I am going to start off with some NFL news that in the past week that we can go over. One of the first things, I don't know if y'all saw, but the NFL had made a decision on using the Guardian caps. Have y'all seen that? Yeah. So the Guardian caps, if you don't know, they are the pillow cushion type things that you can clip onto the top of helmets, and so they said that they're you see them most of the time in practice, or like if you've ever watched Hard Knocks or any type of OTAs or practice Johns for the NFL teams, but they have authorized them for in-game use, and so it'll be time that you'll see sometime this season somebody's going to have a fat ass head. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Now, first thing, when I first saw it, automatically I said, that's ugly as hell. But more safety, less concussions. So all in all, I consider that a W and a win.
For sure.
I've been seeing, I saw, if you go through the comments on any Twitter post or any Instagram post that is going through them, they are flaming. They're like, oh, what happened to this man's game that I used to be a part of? Stop it. If you had Tua Tagovailoa that season and that boy had the cushion on his head, you might have won your fantasy league that year. I'm just saying. Anthony Richardson scored a touchdown, knocked himself out. Boy, I consider this a W. Keep my QBs in the game.
Keep them boys safe.
Please. On top of that, Matt Ryan retired. I saw that. Matty Ice, Dirty Bird legend. You feel me? Respect to that man. We're gonna get into the Falcons. Don't you worry about that. Also, I had in the news as well, the Atlanta Falcons and I think this is all in part. Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles both are being hit. They're under investigation for tampering during the free agency period with respects to the signings of Kirk Cousins and
no Giants
Saquon
fans
Barkley.
Are happy to hear that about Saquon and the Eagles.
Hey, listen, but the biggest thing was that they chose to keep the investigation ongoing past the draft. So they didn't do anything for them this draft, but it's more than likely that they're going to get hit with some type of draft pick penalties or some cap hit penalties next year. We will come back to that. Put a pin in that. And then also heard this today, like I said, it's Sunday, April 28th. Tank Dell was involved in a shooting. He got shot, not he wasn't shooting anybody. Let me clear that up. He was a innocent bystander, and it had nothing to do with altercation, not to do with him. And I believe he was at a function or a club or something like that I saw. And but he was released from the hospital with minor injuries and is expected to make a full recovery, and he's with his fam and stuff like that. So we're sending love and blessings to Tank Dell and his family, and hoping and glad that he is all good, ready for the season to come up. All righty, now into this record-setting historic NFL draft of 2024. Now, with that being said, I want to just put out a couple things that happened this 2024 draft. Hold on. Excuse me. Your boy had some spaghetti. I'm sorry.
Second.
Now, some of the things I want to say. Record setting 14 straight offensive players to start off the NFL draft. There wasn't a single defensive player picked up until the 15th. The 15th, and who picked him up? Anybody remember that off the top of their dome? Who was the 15th pick of the draft? I can't remember. 15th pick NFL draft. It's gonna come to me. I think Seattle
or Indianapolis.
Yeah,
I think there was a
the Colts.
I think there was a nice little run on defensive players after Latu. I think he was the first one.
Yep. Latu went to the Colts at 15. Then what else after that? Okay, boom. I got this article here where they said Thursday night was the fourth time in the common draft era, starting since 1967, that QBs went with the top 3 picks, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more in the top 12. It was the fewest number of picks for 6 QBs to be drafted ever, with the 6th pick being the 6th QB off the board being Bo Nix at 12 to the Broncos. Now, that wasn't the most shocking thing that first round with the QBs. We'll stick a pin in that. We'll get to that too. With that being said, this article says this marked the first time 5 QBs were drafted in the top 10 and matched the famed 1983 class with 6 first round QBs in all the teams throughout the leagues when they were in search for their big time passer. 1983, that had the likes of the 6 QB. Can y'all guess? Give me a guess on who do y'all think was the 6 QB taken off the board in that 1983 draft.
I'm gonna see what Nigel knows with his NFL history, man. I might be able to crack this one real quick.
I had to look this up. I didn't notice. I didn't notice at all.
I'm gonna look y'all dead in the my face dead in the camera. I started watching football when the Steelers when the Steelers beat the Cardinals. That made me a fan. I don't know why.
We're talking Madden when Madden had 2 players on when Madden had 2 players on the cover.
You feel me? That's when I started watching football.
My boy Palomalu and that boy Larry Fitz.
Football before didn't happen to me at all. I don't know who. That's why Patrick Mahomes my GOAT. I don't got nothing to do with them rings he got before.
Hey, listen.
The Tom Brady got before.
Hot take, not a hot take. Patrick Mahomes is my go-to.
It's not a hot take anymore. It's not a hot take anymore.
Fuck what you heard. Hey, fuck what you heard. 7 Super Bowls. Give it to him. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is my go.
You feel me?
So not just my bad. So continue.
I don't know who would. You know what? I'm gonna go. I know a couple people now. Is it Joe Montana?
I'll give you a hint. He's a Hall of Fame QB.
It ain't Joe Montana.
Not Joe Montana.
Oh, come on,
Eli, you look like you know. I'll be real.
Eli, come out of there.
Hey, bro. I think that last QB in that 1983 draft was my boy Dan Marino with the Dolphins.
Dan Marino, perfect man, hot shot Miami, heartthrob.
That boy
Dan Marino.
Come on now.
Who I think who else was in that draft?
Kelly?
I looked it.
John Elway.
Yeah, Jim Kelly is the. I think Jim Kelly's like the. Jim Kelly. Look at me.
I think those were like the 3 big names. The other guys, I'm not too sure who else was in there.
1983 NFL quarterbacks. I just looked that up. Yep. So yeah, we got John Elway, Jim Kelly, and Dan Marino are the big 3, and then the other one is Tony Eason, Todd Blackridge, and hey, listen, if anybody could tell me that last one, without looking it up, I'll give y'all $5.
Like what team he went to?
I don't even know. Don't even worry about it. We're past him now. Back to the So with that being said, 6 QBs, top 12 picks. Dan Marino went at pick 27 that 1983 draft, and also I looked up. There was only 28 teams back then. So I was like, ooh, crazy NFL draft. And then a running back didn't go until, was it the Panthers picked Jonathan Brooks in the second
He was
round?
the only one in
at
the
like
second round.
35th or 36th. So a terrible night for running backs. They ended up.
You already know where we at.
Hey, listen, they worked their way in somehow, some way around them later rounds in the drafts. Well, we'll talk about one running back a couple running backs in a later round, but we'll get right up into it. Now that we're in the NFL draft, we're gonna do this thing where I wanted to ask both of y'all. Y'all got a couple names here, but what we're gonna do is I want to talk about some post-draft winners and losers. Now, with that being said, I want to hear some winners. I want to hear rookie winners and losers, and I want to hear veteran winners and losers too. All right, but we'll take some time and we'll go back and forth and run it up. Let me start off. Let's start off. Anybody want to go first? Anybody want to go first with their rookie? Give me your rookie winners. Who want to go?
I go, man.
Start it off.
To start off, just because I don't want nobody to steal mine, Caleb Williams, man, rookie winner, man. Anytime you go first, let's start off. If you get drafted to the NFL, you're a winner.
That is fact. That is
fact.
Hey,
you're a winner.
Hey, we're talking about young men fulfilling their dreams. I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm an emotional ass nigga. Every time I see a motherfucker start crying on that bitch, I be in that bitch like this, like.
But I want to tell you my So when I moved to Greenville, it was this kid, 14 years old. But he was 6'3" at 14. I don't know if you see my Instagram post.
Damn.
Hey, bro, like, yo, is it, the moment where you be like, hey, man, you pretty good, man. How old are you? I'm 14.
Say, bro, stop lying.
How old were you at the time?
I'm 18, man. I'm 18, 17. It's my senior year. He in middle school.
I'm weak.
I don't know if you see my Instagram post. He just got signed to the Jets from ECU.
Congratulations.
Today.
I did see his Instagram post. I did. He got signed like an undrafted free agent.
Yeah. He called me. He called me. He was like, "Yo, you in New York yet?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Look at my Instagram. Look at his Instagram." I said, "Oh." I said, "I'll be in New York. I'll be in New York soon. Don't worry about it. We're gonna celebrate."
Fuck with the boy. I'm a Giants fan here, but they still play at the same stadium.
You feel me?
I'll be there.
Hey, I'm about to hit him up for them tickets. You already know, man.
Hey, tell them the Fleecers need on press tickets. We need to be on the field. Press. I need a press badge. You feel me? Nah, hey, what's his name again?
Jeremy Lewis.
Hey, man. Congratulations to the boy. Congratulations to the boy and all the people drafted and signed and rookie invites, all that good stuff. But Caleb Williams, I had Caleb Williams as a winner too. So I'll add on whatever after you go.
Yeah, Caleb Williams is my first rookie winner because I don't think any quarterback has went to this good of a situation with their wide receiver room. Then he got Swift in the backfield. I still don't know about the line situation too much. Mm-hmm. So like that would have to be addressed, but he probably has, outside of the Texans and maybe more than the Texans, they probably have the best wide receiving core in the NFL. So he's my first rookie winner. If anybody wants to add on with Caleb Williams before I get into my other rookie, let me know.
Hey, listen, I think I pretty much second all of that. Like we said, the man got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, who I believe they were round one. I know DJ Moore was around.
DJ Moore was round one,
and I believe, and I think Keenan Allen. I think Keenan Allen was a second round pick. Yeah, and then with Roma Dunze as the number one. And I'm not even going to mention. We're not going to mention they got like I think they signed like 3 linemen to the Bears in the free agency. Hold on. Let me get Bears free agent signings. Boom, 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 boom. Bat. Boom, boom, bat. I'll find that a little bit later, but I'm pretty sure what it is because it's crazy because it leads you to believe, you're like, damn, these niggas got all these receivers, got these linemen, couldn't do a damn thing for Justin Fields. We'll leave that there.
You feel me? I call it racism. It is what it is. You feel me?
Listen, it's tough to be like, dang, like, damn, Justin Fields, we're gonna ship you off. We drafted you number 1. We didn't do anything to help you out, but we just said we know that boy can run, and that's it. So run for your life and go make it the fuck happen. If you can't, sayonara. We got bigger fish to fry in the future. You feel me? So
yeah.
So yeah, but the line that this man got, the running back Swift, and the receivers that this man got, and new coaching. They got I believe they have. Do they have a new offensive coordinator too?
I think they might have a new offensive coordinator. I think their previous one left. I think he went to the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, right. And so we got a new. So you feel me? So it is looking like. Yep. He joined the Bears back in. Shane Waldron joined in January 2024 after spending 3 seasons, the past seasons, with the Seattle Seahawks. Hey, the Seattle came up once they had Geno. They got rid of Russell Wilson, came up with the free agent Geno, and turned up. Niggas didn't even think that they was gonna slide like that. So with that being said, Caleb Williams is in a great spot. Bar none.
For sure.
Who's your rookie winner?
So
Eli?
I got 2 rookie winners, man. Both of them receivers. My first one, surprisingly, bro, is gonna be Ladd McConkey. Hey, I had him highly rated as one of my best receivers in the draft, man. Bro, he get to play with Justin Herbert. And he's gonna come in and be that number 1 option day 1 once he comes in. I don't think QJ is gonna be any threat to him.
Oh, I would say, so just.
Hey, I didn't say Harbaugh said it.
I'm weak.
I didn't say Harbaugh said it.
Nigel looking up in here.
So, hey, Ladd's coming in.
Harbaugh, the one that said the linemen are offensive weapons.
Yep.
That boy about to send a guard on a pulling sweep.
However we get it, man. So Ladd, he's my number 1. Number 2, Xavier Worthy. He landed in the best spot he could be. Chiefs, Pat Mahomes. I'm not saying he's Tyreek Hill 2.0, but we see what Pat Mahomes does when he has speed on the outside. Man, hey, I like it.
And you can say Andy Reid.
Oh,
you can say Andy Reid.
Let me not sleep on Andy.
Like,
Big Red,
genius coordinator to play with speed. You know what I mean?
Can't sleep on that.
Yeah.
I thought about Worthy. I thought about Worthy as one of my winners for sure, because who don't want to go win the Super Bowl? And we are still talking about fantasy in a sense. We are talking about fantasy and winners as in the draft as well. What I wanted to figure out, how reliable do we think? Because we know that the Chiefs, they're trying to three-peat, and so how reliable? When last year they had the second or third worst drop rate in the league. Another reason why Pat Mahomes is the GOAT. Boy took one of the worst catching teams to the chip.
And
respect, greatness right there, actually. And so with that being said, is it more speed? Like, do we think they're going to be more reliable, or do we think that like it's just speed all again and just say fuck it? Let's rock it.
I think, and this is like what's pretty ironic with them having the most drops. I think Xavier Worthy's problem in college is he drops the ball. Right. So
we're gonna see. It's a win. It's a win for sure. It's definitely a win for Xavier Worthy. He feel like a winner. I know he was hype as hell. I know he was hype as hell when I thought that nigga thought he was about to go to the Bills.
That's not a bad spot.
He thought about now Kansas City's cold. Kansas City cold as hell.
He's gonna be in the cold regardless.
Kansas City cold as hell too, but I know he gonna be in the cold regardless. But hey, I hope you can warm yourself up and still run fast, my boy, because you will be cold. Every playoff game they be cold as hell. So you got your winners as Ladd McConkey and Xavier Worthy, right? Nige, you got another rookie winner, or
Malachi Corley. He went to the Jets, wide receiver to the Jets.
Okay.
I seen what Aaron Rodgers was able to do with Christian Watson as a young receiver. I don't know how much film y'all have seen on Malachi, but
Malachi, if I'm correct, he's the one that's gotten Debo like comparisons, right?
Yeah.
Like short, Kind of okay. All righty.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Hey, he get it done. His landing spot might put him in. Might it's fantasy dynasty wise might put him up there and getting picked up
Okay.
Oh,
draft wise. But
okay.
like, yeah, he's a him next to Garrett Wilson. They're gonna be very special.
Hey.
But yeah, he's
Y'all
a
don't know
winner.
we got a dynasty rookie only draft coming up. So let me go ahead and write
Oh,
that name
I,
down real
I,
quick.
I ain't even want to throw that name out there. I ain't even
Hey,
want to throw that name out there because that's
hey,
one of
listen.
my that's one of my little guys I was looking at. I was like,
I'm gonna
I said,
let you
who
know
went to the
right now.
Jets? Let me let
Hey,
me let me look let me look him up. Yo,
I feel it.
I think he has. They call him the Yak King. You feel me? In
Mm,
college, yards at the
mm,
catch. I think he's one of the best at that. So
tight. I like it. I like it. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, Nigel. Let me find out you know something about fantasy football.
oh
Let me know you.
hey
Let me find out you know something about rookie scouting.
I've been
Um,
scouting. I've been scouting, man.
um, like I said before, my rookie winner. I agree. Like I second. I also had Caleb Williams up there, round one. Bears receiving core, running back, fucking the line. You could arguably say this is one of the best. This is the best spot a rookie QB has
Oh,
ever landed in, outside of next to Patrick Mahomes, and because he had Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, and Tariq Hill. But I can't see anybody more. I can't see an offensive team more sound than the
yeah.
Bears right now, which is crazy because they were garbage. It was just Justin Field and DJ Moore trying to make that shit work, and Khalil Herbert. Ah.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was
um,
bad.
Let me see. So, but my other rookie winner. So my other rookie winner that I got Johnathan Brooks, running back to
Running
the
back love.
Panthers. Man, I got him
Facts.
as a winner. I got him as a winner. The Panthers, man, the Panthers did their thing this draft and in their free agency, and so like I'm feeling like I'm like, you know what, Bryce Young going to come up. Hey listen, Nigel got this look on him because I traded Bryce Young to him in our dynasty draft. I gave him my second Bryce Young and a second rounder for Saquon Barkley. I'm not upset about it. I'm be real with you. I feel like that was a pretty even trade, but I do see is about to Bryce is going to come up. But back to Brooks. With Johnathan Brooks, like I said, the Panthers I think are a whole retooled up offensive team now. Their line is so much better, and the competition in the running backs for the Panthers is Chuba Hubbard. And Chuba Hubbard gonna work like he gonna grind you like another Isaiah Pacheco. Let me not disrespect Isaiah Pacheco, but like you feel me. But Chuba Hubbard gonna work for you. You know what I mean? He gonna grind out. But and then who else? Miles Sanders, Sanders, whatever you want to call him. Boy,
Yeah.
respect. And I listen. When I want to let it be known when we talk about these NFL professionals, we also understand that they are on a tier of athlete that is desire is they deserve
Oh,
all of the
100%.
respect that they get to make it as far as they did. But when we're talking about trash, we're talking about in the scale of other NFL professional players. Miles Sanders is not it. What pissed me off every time I see a Panthers graphic is when they put Miles Sanders in that bitch. I'll be like, who, who, who,
Hey man,
who?
look, you know his
I
name,
don't.
man.
I
You know his
hate it every
name.
time I see Miles Sanders. So respect. No, man, he was on the Eagles. He was going great. Like, no, respect. Like, he was that. No, not now. We're out of there. We're done. We're done with the 2010s. We're done with that. We're in the 20s now. You feel me? We're done with the 90s. Now I'm playing. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
we
man,
we doing
Brooks.
the
I
90s.
I think Brooks walking. I think Brooks walking up into that. I think I see by half of the season after their bye, as if everything is good with Brooks, because the only thing with Johnathan Brooks, the reason why he wasn't a first rounder this year was because he injured his leg in this season, and so if it wasn't for that, that boy would have went. He definitely would have been a unanimous first round running back in a class that had a poor running back class. But so yeah, with that being said, I think the Panthers did their thing. They finally, I saw that sign where they had a sign on one of these restaurants in Charlotte or whatever that was like, let the coach and the GM pick the picks in the NFL draft. You see that? I don't know if y'all saw that. Oh my God. I also heard, do you know that the GM Tepper actually stopped into that restaurant and actually spoke to the manager that put the sign up there? Boy, that man said, "Hey, listen, man, stop talking shit. Hey, you so big, Who should we draft?
Bro, who do you want to pick? Since it's easy.
Who do you want?"
They wouldn't have asked me that. I'd have had a job that same day. Yeah,
hey, listen, I don't get no picks out for free.
Nigel said, "Get at me, man."
Hey, listen, facts.
Get at me.
So yeah, man, Johnathan Brooks, I have as a winner. Let's go in. Do y'all want to go? Y'all want to go rookie losers, or do y'all want to go or stay with the winners and go into the vet winners?
Let's stay with the winners.
Let's go to the vet winners.
Stay with the winners. Stay with the winners. All right, boom. Give me whoever want to go. Give me a veteran winner.
All right, so you want to lead it, Nigel, or you want me to go ahead? Go ahead.
I'm gonna throw my two out there. We could, just because we just talked about one. Bryson Tiller Young.
Okay. I like it.
The season he had last season, I don't think is indicative to who he is as a player. Everywhere he's been a winner, and I don't think that's changed. I don't think that's changed since he stepped into the NFL. He just got Deontay Johnson. He just got Xavier Legette, baby DK. Obviously got Johnathan Brooks. He just got a very good pass catcher in Jatavian Sanders. They just bumped up his offensive line. What I said last week about him being a top 5 quarterback this next coming season is starting to look like, oh, he want that crazy man saying the world was gonna end with the cup. It's starting to look like they're putting the pieces around him to be what he needs to be as an NFL quarterback. So he's definitely the winner of this NFL draft. And my next name, and this might be, I've seen the list of everything we're going to talk about. The next name is Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Trevor Lawrence is the winner. All righty, talk to me.
I'm tired of the Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk was supposed to be enough for him to throw it to. No, let's get that out of here. Let's start having honest conversations about who Calvin Ridley was as a player, about who Christian Kirk is as a player. Brian Thomas.
Christian Kirk slander is tough.
Brian Thomas is gonna come in and be the best receiver for that football team. He's gonna be the alpha of that football team. That on top of Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk being the third receiver is gonna propel Trevor Lawrence to who he was supposed to be from the day he stepped into the league. I'm pretty sure y'all know who people were saying he was gonna be when he stepped into the league. He's supposed to be Andrew Luck. I feel like having that X receiver that he didn't have in Calvin Ridley is gonna put him where he needs to be.
Okay.
I like it. You're gonna hear that I might not have the same feeling as you as when we get into the next little section of this, but I'll let you have that for now. Eli, give me your veteran winners.
First, as a Panthers fan, I hope Nigel is right with Bryce. I pray that he's right with Bryce. But I can concur. Look, they are going in the right direction, so I can't argue with that. So, but yeah, man, let's go ahead into my winter vets. One, Mr. Kyler Murray in the desert, man. Hey, the Cardinals were sitting pretty with that number 4 pick.
All right.
They say, look, if y'all want a quarterback, what you want? What you willing to give up?
What What they say? They said that with the boy, obviously, because I know you're about to talk about who they got with their first pick. Did they say? I remember they said last year, in the last year's draft, when Marvin Harrison decided not to come out last year, and he was going to take his $20 million of NIL money to stay in for another year.
Oh, bro, smart man.
Love that for those players. He said, "I'll just get a first round contract real quick in college. Don't worry about it." Don't worry about it. I'll stay in college
my
another year
when I'm going to make the same money.
Right. And they said a NFL scout said it's like looking at a Lamborghini that you can't buy yet. It's like looking at next year's model of a Lambo that you can't touch yet. That's who they say Marvin. That was the comparison of Marvin Harrison.
And that goes into my point for Mr. Kyler Murray in the desert, man. What they just got blessed with the best receiver in the draft. Probably the best receiver we've seen coming out since, I don't know, maybe Calvin Johnson, possibly. You know, when we talk about the physical traits, how he can separate, you know, go up, catch the ball, you know, consistency with catching, run after catchability. I mean, you know, Kyler Murray just got blessed with that Lambo. So they added Marvin Harrison Jr. They added a really good running back in Trey Benson in the third, who was supposed to be around a second round pick. But, you know, obviously a lot of the running backs kind of slid. So, you know, they added him in the third, and that's a good 1-2 combo with James Conner. So that's going to keep Kyler Murray healthy a little bit. Maybe he doesn't have to run the ball as much. And then on top of that, he already has Trey McBride. So he's looking beautiful with the weapons that he has around him, man. So I think Kyler Murray might be able to slip into that top 5 if he could stay consistent. He
I like it. Okay.
I'm not saying he gonna stomp the yard in it, but you know, he might be able to 1-2 step into the top 5. But you know, we need to see a little more consistency. But I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna be a big jump with him. We saw what he did when he had D-Hop. Remember that first year with D-Hop? He was going off. So so we're gonna see. And then my second one, bro, this is probably gonna be a little bit of a lower take. Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce as a vet winner. All right. A lot of people kind of started to write him off last year, or you know, he got injured, he dating Taylor Swift. Let's put some respect on Travis Kelce. Let's not act like he's not the greatest tight end to ever, you know, play the game. All right. He's still him. We saw in the playoff games.
Greatest tight end.
We saw in the playoff games. Travis Kelce still got it. Travis Kelce still got it. So I think
Rob Gronkowski and Shannon Sharp still got something to say about that. But
I'll give it to you. I love it, man. That's why we here. You know, so I think
he said, I'm old now. He said, let them boys run. Let my young bulls run up, get done up. I'm going to just come back and just get all them touchdowns at the goal line. Don't worry about that.
So, you know, I think adding Xavier Worthy is only going to open up the offense even more. You know, they now have somebody that can consistently take the top off the defense. So now them safeties are going to have to back up even a little bit more. So now Travis Kelce would just have a little more space to work the middle. And we know the magic that him and Pat Mahomes make. So I think Travis Kelce, you're talking about a tight end that finished maybe 2 or 3 last season in fantasy when he missed a couple games with injury. Mm-hmm. And, you know, a couple games, you know, him and Pat Mahomes weren't hitting it, but I think that's when they had their little losing streak. So, yeah, bro, I think Travis Kelce, you're going to see him kind of take that little 2-step back into that number 1 tight end spot, fantasy terms. All right.
Smooth. Cool. I like it. Before I get into my veteran winners, real quick question, because I think I asked Nigel this the other day. Kansas City Chiefs 3-peat, right? They win the Super Bowl and they 3-peat. Travis Kelce retiring, or you think they're gonna go for a number 4?
At that point, Travis would have, if they 3-peat, he'd have 4 Super Bowl rings?
4, I believe. 4. Yeah.
At that point, you gotta ask yourself, man. You know,
and he like 30. What is he? Is he 34?
Yeah, I think he's about 33, 34.
Yeah. Travis Kelce is 34 years old. Yep.
If they 3-peat,
by the time the season, middle of the season, he'll be 35.
I mean, man. And look, if you really love the game, by all means. But I mean, shoot, man, if you 3-peat.
His brother's out the league.
You know, you already.
His brother's out the league.
Hey, you got a good podcast. If you 3P, I mean, what? You got 4 Super Bowls. You already done 3P'd. I mean, you had a great career.
You got
like
Taylor Swift.
You set records. I mean,
Oh,
you've done it all. Like I don't. Yeah,
it's time to start traveling the world.
It's not like he's
gonna
gonna get.
Hey, man, I'm done with it.
I just, you feel me?
Yeah, I think
he'll
probably retire. If they hit the 3P, I think so. You know, he can walk away from the game, 4 rings, a 3P. I mean, what more can you come back to? You know, I mean, maybe a 4P, but
all right then. Let me go ahead and hold on to my Kansas City Chiefs receivers in my dynasty league. All right. I just wanted to ask that question real quick. Now let me get into my veteran winners. I'm a little off the cuff. I'm gonna start off the veteran winner is your boy Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, QB of the Giants. Why I'm saying that is solely just because that's not more fantasy relevant, but more just him as a player. That boy was about to be bounced up out of there, neck injury or not, out of there. You feel me? I want to let it be known. I want him out of there. But hey, we wanted to give him 40 mil and get rid of Saquon Barkley. It's a dying running back league. Hey, it is what it is. But Danny Dimes, first off, Giants were one of the few people that seemed to be looking to move up in the draft to go get a QB, to go get the replacement. And so they didn't get a QB, so he lived to fight another day. And then secondly, they got big body neighbors, Mr. Rogers, if you wanna call him. You feel me? You feel me? Malik Nabers. They call that man Jamar Chase 2.0. That's what they say. That's what they say. Came back to the Big Apple. You feel me? So with that being said, I know Daniel Jones is in that bitch like, thank you.
Give me a chance.
Thank you. I know he was sweating. You feel me? I know he was sweating. So it's not even a question. I think he's one of the he's somebody that came out of that draft happy. Like, whoo! Feels great. Let me go ahead and so listen, Daniel. If you're listening, Daniel, let me look into the camera for you. Daniel. Danny. Dan. It's time to ball the fuck out. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say to you.
The time ticking. What's the name? Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito on the bench, like licking his chops. Yeah,
hey,
man.
Listen, man. Drew Lock out there, like, hey, don't play with me. I chucked that thing. Drew Lock out there, like, hey, I chucked that thing. Don't play with me.
I got nothing to lose.
You feel me? So I don't know if y'all saw. There's a little clip of Malik Nabers, of Neighbors. They asked him like, what do you think of Daniel Jones and shit like that. This boy up there like, I'll put a clip on and shit like that. They got this man acting like, he said, yeah, man, Daniel Jones is a great QB. He switched up his whole name. I said, Lord. Hey, listen, man, I be doing that sometimes.
He know who Daniel Jones is. That boy said, I don't want him as my QB, though.
Hey, that man is
he said, I know who he is, but I'm going to name him something different because I don't want him. That boy say, you Daniel Jones until otherwise. Until I see you.
Hey, that ass. You got to earn
your actual name.
Give me the ball. Get me the ball. All righty. And then this is off the cuff as well because there's only reports, but you know, when Adam Schefter start reporting things, it's pretty locked in. But I'm going to say the vet that won after the draft is whoever the fuck is the running back of the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys did not draft a running back, to everyone's dismay and surprise. I know some people were looking for Brooks to go there, or some of these other running backs that were out there. And it's also looking and one of those running backs that might be there is a Dallas Cowboy of old. They're bringing back vintage Zeke Elliott. It's 2024, and we're talking about Ezekiel Elliott heading to the Cowboys. Might be the starting running back of the Dallas Cowboys. That's your team, America. Let me look at you. Let me look at the camera here.
America's team. It ain't my team. It's America's team.
That's your team, America. All right then. So yeah, I think whoever is the running back of that is going to be somewhat fantasy relevant. Because Rico Dowdle. Listen, like I said, when we speak of these names, please, we know that to be a professional athlete, they are good. We couldn't hold the candle to these people, but we're talking about in the rank of NFL players. Come on now, hey, if he the only running back there and Deuce Vaughn, Deuce in the shoe, you feel me? I'll take him with a late rounder. You feel me? He'll look good on my team.
Hey,
just saying. All right, now we got done with the rookie. I mean, we got done with the winners, rookie and veterans. Let's slide into the losers. Who want to start off the losers? Start off with the rookie losers.
Shoot, man. Let me go ahead. My rookie losers. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to clump them as a group. My running backs. I love running backs, but I feel like outside of Johnathan Brooks, I think the running backs were the rookie losers. Outside of Brooks, I don't think I saw any running back go to a situation where I see fantasy relevancy quickly. You're hoping that Trey Benson can take over next season, but this season, he might. He's going to be.
We are a redraft. We are a redraft podcast. So we're talking about
redraft.
When we get to Dynasty, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But we're talking about redraft. Season, so yeah, continue.
I saw a lot of guys that will be good handcuffs if their starting running backs happen to get injured. So a lot of those guys that got drafted, if you're taking their starter, you might want to take them as their handcuff in the later portions of the draft. But outside of Brooks, I didn't really see any guys that went to situations where you're like, that's going to be the day one guy right there. And that kind of sucks. A lot of these guys, I was kind of looking at, if you're in the right situation, really going to be fantasy relevant. So as far as this season, in the future, we'll see what happens. But as far as this season, outside of Brooks, running backs, you might just want to look at grabbing them as like the handcuffs later in your draft rounds, or possibly just picking up off the waiver if they hit your waivers for you. So, that's my rookie losers. And then my second rookie loser, Michael Penix. I mean, as far as redraft terms, this season, you just going. He's not going to do anything for you. He's not going to do anything for you. They got Kirk. They got Book. Kirko.
Losers, like I say, losers is we're generalizing losers for fantasy because that eighth pick contract come with 22.9.
Facts.
Just saying. That boy was happy.
Now,
that boy was.
If he's Michael, but even if I'm Michael, man, shoot, it's not like Michael 2021. He about 24. So
hold on now. I do want to dispel. I was gonna get into that. I was gonna get into that a little bit later. I do want to say I did figure this out because I was joining along with all the hype until I started looking into it just a little bit. Like Michael Penix old, Michael Penix this, Michael Penix. Michael Penix is only 7 months older than Jayden Daniels. I just want to put that.
We'll talk some more about that later in the episode.
I just want to put that up.
We're gonna talk some more about that.
I just want to put that up.
Michael Penix, as far as fantasy terms, I mean,
I like it.
You're not gonna be able to do anything with him. This season, this year,
this year, of course,
he's probably going to be the biggest loser for me this year. Outside, barring injury, knock on wood, hope Kirko stays healthy. But yeah, I just don't see Michael Penix hitting the field for me. He won't be on my team.
Copy. Good. It won't be on my team. I understand. I understand it. You looking at him at Dynasty?
Can't give too much away.
The answer is yes. The answer is definitely yes.
I like it. Nigel, start off with the rookie losers.
My rookie losers, I would have to say, Brock Bowers and Drake May.
Okay, Man, my boy Nigel out there. We got the same mind. I got Bowers on my loser too. Continue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Raiders are a competing team. I don't think they're a competing team as of right now. So picking up the tight end and Brock Bowers, I mean, from what I've seen, obviously he was hurt last season, but from what I've seen, he could do it all at the tight end position. I don't think they're gonna be able to utilize him how he needs to be utilized. So for fantasy wise, I think he's definitely like the rookie loser of this draft. Again, you got to use loser loosely because
we're at the end of towards the end of the podcast. I'm gonna have you compare like would you rather certain rookies or other people, and we're gonna see where do we see Brock Bowers ranked in the tight end ranking. So we'll definitely come back to him a little bit later in the podcast. And who was your other loser?
it was Drake May. While I do believe Drake May is the 1B quarterback in this draft, he obviously went to the.
You said 1B, like 1A 1B type thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought I heard you say wannabe, and I was
no. It's like it's Caleb Williams, Drake May, and then if you want to fall off a cliff and like pick yourself up a little bit, it's every other quarterback.
That's crazy.
Every other quarterback.
Wow.
Okay.
But he he definitely went to he didn't go to the most advantageous situation. I don't think they have the correct weapons around him. I don't think he's in a situation to succeed. If he has a good season this season, I'll be very surprised. But in retrospect, I feel that way about a lot of the quarterbacks in the draft right now, outside of Caleb Williams.
Fair. I heard that the Patriots are trying to take it slow with him, regardless.
Yeah.
For all we know, they might let Jacoby Brissett go out there and just rock out for the first half of the season, just cause. He's like, why risk him? They slow right now. They did get a couple receivers. Added to the.
Who are those people?
One of your boys from Washington.
I couldn't even find some. I couldn't even find some of their scouting reports.
One
I
of
was
your
like,
boys,
like who are these guys?
James Polk from Washington is some would say is one of the might be all around ready NFL receivers. They works back to the ball, catch radius is nice. You feel me? So like he's a move around player. Now they got Kendrick Bourne there still. They got Demario Pop Douglas. And they got somebody else there that I can't remember. Was it Robinson? I don't know off the top of my dome.
It sounds like we having a mid-off right now. This is a mid-off. It's a mid-off.
I think they also added Javon Baker from UCF. So, you
okay.
They grabbed two rookies this year. So, we're going to see how, those guys get some burn time with Drake. We're going to see how they do. I like Javon. I like Javon Baker.
Man.
Good yak guy.
He's good.
I'm
gonna have to check him out.
Run after catch guy.
I'm looking like.
Shit, they also picked up another QB. They picked up your boy Milton at the end of the. They picked up
from Tennessee.
Joe Milton from Tennessee.
Tennessee at the end too. They put him up. It's to put that battery. It's to put that battery in Drake back. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with competition, but ain't no competition. So I mean,
fair. Let me see. No. Let me just so I can just make sure. They picked up. Yeah, they picked Polk round 2, pick 37. They got an offensive tackle in the 3rd round. They got a guard in the 4th round.
Some protection around them.
And then like you said, then they got Javon Baker in the 4th. And a cornerback in the 5th. No, in the 6th. And then they got your boy Milton in the 7th. Oh no, the end of the 6th. Yeah. And then they also picked up. Is this a running back here? I can't see who is this. Jaheim.
Oh, tight end. FSU.
Florida State.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. It didn't have his draft. It didn't have his position up here. Okay. Bad. All right. Cool. Yeah, mid-off is fair. Her mid-off is fair, but we'll see. We will see. Rookie losers that I had is your boy Brian Thomas Jr. from the Jaguars. I got him as a rookie loser. I think he's going to a crowded ass back. I think he's going to a crowded ass room of receivers. The Jags, Trevor Lawrence did not look good for me last year. Granted, he was injured. So we'll give him this and third, but as far as an immediate impact on some places that he could have went, I think it's a little low for him. Trevor Lawrence is a winner, I could see that, but Brian Thomas himself, loser. And I remember, and I agreed, and I said that Bowers, and I agree with Bowers. Bowers was my rookie loser as well. All right, let me hit my veteran losers. My vet losers that I had. Let me go back. So, all right, cool. The veteran losers that I had. I got your boy. What did we call him? Call him Great White Hope 2.0. Your boy Big Josh. Your big boy Josh Allen. I got as a loser for this. We're gonna also talk about it a little bit at the end, or at the brief end here. The Bills traded back twice. Once to the Super Bowl contenders of the Super Bowl winners the past 2 years in a row, the people that have bounced them out of the playoffs twice in a row, the person that they traded back the same spot that they drafted Patrick Mahomes with back in 2017. I don't know. The Bills. I don't know why they keep trading with the Chiefs. Like, they already did that thing with Stephon Diggs where they were like, they weren't going to let they said that Stephon Diggs could be traded to any team except the Chiefs, but they can trade back rookie receivers. I don't understand it. I thought Worthy for surely was going to the Bills. And so, but with that being said, I think Josh Allen, Keon Coleman, big body, he will go up on a ladder and head top your ass. I will give him that. When I watched his highlights, I don't think I've seen this man run full speed ever, because it looked like he jogged just to let the ball, just so that the defender could catch up to him so he could go up on his ass. That's literally what I saw. You feel me? So just the fact that I don't know how much of a number one receiver he will be for the Bills. I mean, they still got your boy Dalton Kincaid and a slew of other slots and stuff like that. And so, I mean, if he want to run the ball like he was doing, he can still keep doing that. But I don't know about his passing. I don't know how much that the wide receiver help with Keon Coleman really did him. And secondly, a vet loser that I put up there, I put Devon Achane, running back for Miami. Let me go Miami draft picks, because I know the reason why I got him, because the Dolphins picked up a running back. I want to say in the third round,
or fourth. Jalen Wright, right? From Tennessee.
Yes, sir. I got right here. In the fourth round, pick 20, they picked up Jalen Wright from Tennessee. And so with that being said, not saying that Jalen Wright is going to come in and take away the spot from Devon Achane, not none whatsoever. But I think the Dolphins are giving a little bit of almost Atlanta Falcons of old, or San Francisco, kind of, you feel me, where they're always going to have multiple running backs. Raheem Mostert is still there, his old ass, it's fast as hell, but old as hell too. He's still there with his 20, leading the league in rushing touchdowns last year. And so I think Devon Achane, what it shows is that Devon Achane is still going to be your 10 to 12 touch big play kind of guy. You know what I mean? And so if anybody that was looking, I had Devon Achane fighting to be in my top 5 running backs this year. But with that being said, with the pick of Jalen Wright, I definitely will slide him back down. So
I'll go ahead, piggyback on real quick with the losers. Yeah, bro. One, I do agree with you with Devon Achane, but I think like my vet loser in same context as you is Josh Allen. I think there were some other receivers I would have liked to see them trade up for, or would have pivoted to with that 33rd pick. Personally, I would have loved to see them trade up to get Brian Thomas Jr. or snagged A.D. Mitchell with that 33rd pick. Now, I think the verdict is going to be seen if Keon Coleman can be that dominant number one receiver. I think he has the physical traits as far as the size. He's a consistent catcher, contested catches. I think, the route running needs to be diversified a little bit, but I think, he can open that up as, he kind of learns the route trees just a little bit more, and they might ask a little bit more of him than what he did at FSU. But I think the number one thing for me is, I need to see, can he separate off the line of scrimmage on a consistent basis and not every catch be a damn jump ball or I got to muscle through a nigga to get it. Because, hey, you're going against Sauce Gardner at least 2 times a year. Sauce ain't a small dude. I don't know if you could go try and out muscle him every single catch. Right, like you need to have that repertoire to separate. So
that boy really looked like he on cruise control. Like that's really what he looked. Have you heard his latest?
Hey, bro, I'm rooting for him off of that though. His press, him and Xavier Leggett probably have the best press.
Hey, that boy said, "I be thinking about." He said, "Hey man, you gotta." That man said, "You gotta shop for. You gotta go to." He said, "Listen, you go to Macy's and you shop 2 seasons ahead." I'm like, my mama. You feel me? I shop 2 seasons ahead. You gotta get the jacket right. I get my coats in the summer. He said, "You get the whole set." I need to go back get me a blue and a red one real quick.
I'm rooting for him. I'm I'm not saying he can't be a number one, the dominant number one for Josh, but we're gonna see.
My fault.
We're gonna see.
That is the conclusion of our winners and losers. Of the rookie draft of 2024. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting. Redraft and dynasty. So it's going to be crazy. Going into the next section that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, we're going to rank the shockers of the draft, right? And so I had 3 situations that I want you to rank. And so, but we'll start off, we'll talk about each one of them, and then at the end we'll rank how do we feel shocking wise, right? Yeah. And so boom, I wanted to talk about so of course we're gonna start off with the biggest, I think one of the biggest shockers of the draft is the 8th pick of the Atlanta Falcons, Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix Jr. going to 8. I feel like, tell me what y'all think. What do y'all think about that? It can be quick. It don't got to be too long. It don't got to be too long. Let me be real quick.
Honestly, like when we look at past great QBs, I don't know if the narrative has ever been sitting behind a better QB for a year or two isn't beneficial to you. Like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, hell, Patrick Mahomes sat behind somebody for a year.
True. I was just saying, if you're on the Packers, that's what the Packers do.
If you QB goes to the Packers, that's
their whole situation.
Jordan Love, and we see what Jordan Love did his first year starting. Like sitting behind a quarterback that's more experienced, just to see how the game works. Like it works wonders for people's development. Like people didn't know how to feel about Jordan Love this year, so he went out there and showed like this is what I've been seeing, and this is how I work my offense. So sitting behind Kirk Cousins was probably gonna get hurt anyway. He like 50. Like you feel me? He got his little Udonis Haslam contract. Yo, you if you playing, you playing.
That shit not little.
I will take a $100 million guaranteed.
4 years, yeah. Because he not reaching 4 years with the Falcons. So we just gonna give him. It's like 90. It's like 90,000, and then after bonuses and stuff and getting cut and shit like that, by the end of 2 years it'll be $100 million.
They there for the aura. They want Kirk Cousins aura on the bench. You feel me? In a year,
I'll sit on the bench for $100 million.
So
yeah,
and that's fine. But I think having Michael Penix
comfortable.
See how the offense is supposed to be ran by Kirk Cousins is gonna do wonders for his development. So I think it's really good for Michael Penix. I don't think, and I don't know if you guys heard the reports. People were trying to trade up for him. People were trying to trade up to go get him.
They got Kirk Cousins as one of the. They said he was the best pure passer in the draft.
Yeah.
Pure passer.
Yeah. So
listen, them boys said, listen, we've been in QB purgatory. Did you see Riddler? Did you see that, man? Did you see Marcus Mariota? Taylor Heineke, man. They said, boy, if you don't give me my QB for the next 12 years, maybe. Maybe. But like I said, earlier I wanted to just dispel the whole, he's not as old as niggas be saying that he is. You feel me?
So
with having a QB sit back, with having a QB sit behind, having a experienced QB in front of him and letting him be able to do that. Now depending on the contract and how, by the time that contract is done and the time for the next contract and then the contract after that, where we're getting into it's going to be a little tough, but hey, that QB2 with the way QBs getting hurt, man, they said, go ahead. We're going to wrap that up. And also, like I said earlier in the news, they got caught up with that tampering. So if their picks is all messed up the next year or two, when was they going to get another QB or the next to him? So Falcons, calm your ass down.
And Tampa.
Atlanta, go to a brunch. Go to a brunch, you feel me, and relax. All right, man. So yeah, after Penix and the Falcons with that shocker, I think the other shocker is that we already mentioned was Dallas not picking up a running back, which I thought was super crazy. Hey, Jerry Jones, I don't know if y'all saw that clip with Jerry talking about, hey man, we got the 24th pick because we're the 24th best team. Jerry, wrap it up. Wrap it up, my guy. Yeah. I don't even know how old you is. You on this boat. Hey, somebody pull that man exit stage left with that big old cane that just snatching there off the thing. And then after that, we also got Bills. Like I said, the Bills trading back to Kansas City of all people and trading back twice and letting 2 top receivers go. So with Penix, Dallas, and the Bills, since we're short on time, give me a little ranking. Give me 1 through 3. What do you feel like is the most shocking? Anybody?
Dallas, Bills, Penix.
Dallas, Bills, Penix?
Yeah. If I gotta go 3, 2, 1, 1 being the biggest shocker, Penix is gonna be that number 1, and then I gotta go Dallas number 2, and then I gotta keep the Bills with 3.
I think I'm right. I'm right there. I'm right there with you. I'm gonna let you know when I saw. Now, mind you, I'm here caping for Penix now. When they called his name, I think I was watching the Knicks game. I was watching the Knicks game as the draft was going on too. Shout out to my Knicks. I was watching the game and the draft and this and that, and I heard 8th pick they select Michael Penix. I said, "Oh shit!" But now with some time in it, I understand it.
I don't.
Now, okay. He said I still don't. I get you. We'll see. Now to end off to pretty much our last section, we're gonna run it through, not rapid fire. We're gonna run it through kind of quickly. But we're gonna give some of these rookie receivers, and I just want to see where they stack up in some of y'all rankings or where y'all picking them in the round. You know what I mean? In whichever round. So I'm gonna name some receivers. We're gonna start off with a couple of rookies, and then I'm gonna name some. I got some consensus expert picks of rankings here, and I just want to see based on us or what y'all feelings are. Who are you taking over, taking under? Who would you rather have? What's the ceiling and what's the floor for some of these players, right? So I'm gonna start off. With your boy. We're gonna start off with Marvin Harrison, right? Now, I'm going to name some players below him, and I'm going to name some players above him, but we're going to see based on y'all what y'all think, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Marvin Harrison. Would you rather have Marvin Harrison? This is redraft, now we're talking. Marvin Harrison, or would you rather have Mike Evans?
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go Marvin. I'm gonna go Marvin.
You know Marvin?
Over
All
Mike.
right, cool beans.
No disrespect to Mike.
Over Mike. Over Mike. Okay, then. All right, boom. Marvin Harrison or DJ Moore?
Marvin Harrison.
I actually might go DJ Moore with Caleb. I think I might go DJ Moore with
I
Caleb.
like it. I like it. I like it. We're all over the place. I like it. I like it. I'm going Marvin over both of them niggas. Let me see. Marvin or Chris Olave?
Chris Olave.
Okay. All righty. And Marvin or Puka?
I'm gonna go Puka. Yeah.
Puka.
All righty. I'll stop it right there because then I see that that's where I'm on fantasypros.com if any of y'all are interested in a couple other ranking websites, or you're looking to do some more of your own research and fantasy advice and stuff like that. So right here, this is the tier 3 of the receivers that they have. They have Marvin Harrison around there with Mike Evans, DJ Moore, Drake London, Brandon Ayuk, Pittman, Olave, and Devontae Adams, right? And so they have Marvin Harrison ranking finishing out of the top 10
I can see
receivers. So who they have in front of him are the likes of Devontae Adams, Puka, AJ Brown, and Garrett Wilson. Cool beans.
I mean, so Eli, do you believe that this season that Marvin Harrison is gonna finish better fantasy wise than Mike Evans?
I think so. I think so. I think so too. Big Mike, a lot of his production came off of those TDs. And Dave Canales isn't there this season, right? You know, he's with Carolina. So I need to see what Baker's gonna do without Dave Canales. Now, if you're telling me Baker can, go out and get Big Mike, a tutty or two every other game, hey, you got me. So this isn't.
We're talking Mike Evans. We're talking saying Mike Evans now that has had 1,000-yard season for the past like 14 years.
That's what I'm saying. If we're saying Marvin out there getting 1,000 yards and a couple TDs, maybe.
But
if
we're gonna look at Mike Evans 1,000 yards, some of those seasons he's barely cracking 1,000. Now look, 1,000 is 1,000. I'm not taking that away from Big Mike.
I said 17. I'm fucking high as hell. 10 seasons. He's at 10 seasons. I know he got
10 seasons,
but he got.
But some of those seasons he's like barely cracking over 1,000. Like I said, bro, 1,000 yards is 1,000 yards. But I think this season I like Kyler better with Marvin Harrison Jr. together, with Kyler being, with their new head coach that they got last season, another season. Now he's coming in healthy. I like that better than Baker losing Dave Canales. So now we got to see what does that connection with Mike look like? Is Mike even going to be used in the same way that Dave Canales was using him? Because sometimes once you get a new offensive coordinator, that new nigga might not be doing what the old nigga was doing. So it's mainly I want to see, no disrespect to Big Mike.
Gotcha.
Okie dokie. So yeah, let me see. I knew that. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 bap. So yeah, they got Marvin Harrison. Also in Fantasy Pros. If you put all the skills positions together, they got him somewhere around the 16th, 17th pick. And so that's a second round pick. Y'all in a redraft league, y'all doing a second round pick on Marvin?
That's a little high for me. That's a little high. That's a little high.
That's a little high for you?
Early to mid third, maybe, but that's where I'll probably say I'll look at him.
Okay, I like it. All right, next rookie receiver, we're gonna go Mr. Rogers, aka Mr. Nabers. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm gonna throw out some names. I got Nabers or Calvin Ridley. New receiver on the Titans.
Nabers.
This is starting off disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, Nabers. But
Nabers.
this
We were
is
Nabers,
starting
okay.
off.
I just want you feel me. I got to give a good buffer and then we're gonna work our way.
All right.
Nabers or Scary Terry?
Nabers.
Mr. McLaurin.
Nabers.
Okay, all right, cool. Nabers or T.
Nabers.
Higgins?
Nabers.
Oh, okay. All
We're
right,
talking about the best wide receiver in this draft. Let's.
All right then. Let me slide it on up then. Let me slide on up then. Nabers or Cooper Kupp?
Nabers.
I might have to go Nabers solely off of. Look, Danny Dimes got nobody else to throw to. You know, Matt Stafford, he's got Puka and Cooper. So I think that's going to be any given weekend. Cooper will be up there.
I like it. And Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is healthy now.
And, you know,
he is
no disrespect to Cooper, but, you know, him having Puka, we'll see. We'll see what a full healthy season of both of them with Matt Stafford looks like.
Healthy at 35 and healthy at 24 a little different, but I mean, you know,
I'm weak. Cooper Kupp.
I know he probably like a solid 30.
What is he like, 33?
He probably like a solid 30.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Kupp.
He like 33, like 32, ain't he?
No, he's 30. He'll be 31. He'll be 31 in June. So in the summer he'll be 31.
31.
All right. All right. We said we're going Nabers, Cooper. Nabers or DK?
I'll go Nabers.
Nabers.
You know what? I like the way y'all respect my boy. Y'all respect my Giants, man.
It's mainly because Danny Dimes ain't got nobody else to throw to. He just gonna be heaving that bitch up the Malik and say, "Go get it."
Yeah. All right then.
And he gonna get it.
Nabers or Jalen Waddle?
Nabers.
Oh, okay, so you got the rookie one over most of the veteran twos.
The key word you said is
big name
rookie
team. Okay.
One. The rookie one who has no other competition. Those other guys, they got some solid, you know, 1-2s around them where it's like, you know, any given weekend they're gonna be straight, but on a consistent basis, yeah, bro. Malik is probably gonna be at least around them. Probably can finish out top 10.
So, with that being said, if y'all got that there, hold on. If y'all got that there, so they have. Why can't I find my boy name here? They got Malik in the tier 5. They have Malik here in tier 5s around. They have him in between Tank Dell and Christian Kirk, ahead of T. Higgins, ahead of Terry McLaurin, but behind the likes of Keenan Allen, Devontae Smith, and Cooper Kupp. And DK.
This has to be just because of quarterback play. Because
no, of course,
Malik Nabers and Christian Kirk, they're not the same tier of player. That's almost disrespectful. They have his name next to Christian.
They got Malik Nabers pick 58th. So what? That's somewhere around. I believe that's the
end of the 5th.
It's the 6th.
Going into the 6th.
Yeah. So if you're in a 10-man league, 1 through 10 is first round, 10 through 20 is the second round, 10 through 30. So yeah,
that's solid. That's solid.
Yeah, 1 through 10.
If he slid all the way down to me at the end of the 5th, yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him right there. If you telling me this guy can be Jamar Chase, yeah.
The way y'all got
he can be Jamar Chase his rookie year.
The way y'all got
it's just, hey, bro, just go get it. Hey, what? Well, you probably talking about
10 to 20,
a league.
He may be got.
You might be talking about a league winner at the end of the 5th round.
The way y'all talking about him, y'all got him at the end of the 3rd, the beginning of the 4th.
He's the best wide receiver in the draft. He just got Daniel Jones throwing him the ball.
Alrighty. I won't get into I'm not gonna get into Rome or Xavier Worthy or some of the other ones just for sake of time. Let's rock out we're gonna do two QBs. We're gonna do Caleb and we're gonna do Jalen. Let me get up in here. So now, out of the QBs, we're looking at Caleb Williams. Are you going Caleb or... Damn, they disrespecting that boy Jalen. That's crazy. Caleb Williams, are you going Caleb or Herbert?
Caleb. I might have to go Caleb. Just with the, I mean, bro.
Okay,
the weapons,
okay now.
Man, that's tough.
And it looked like the Chargers wanted to run the ball. So, Caleb or Jordan Love?
I'm gonna take my boy J Love.
Jordan Love.
I'm gonna take my boy J Love.
Okay. Caleb or Brock Purdy?
Caleb.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know what? Let me go Brock. Let me go Brock. Let me go Brock. Hey, look,
Brock?
They just drafted, another receiver who can run routes like crazy, man. Shit, if they still keep both Brandon Ayuk and Debo with Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle, hey, y'all talking about DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Man, shit. Come on now. We don't call Christian the Great White Hope for no reason, man. Come on now. Come on now. You just don't get that nickname for being a regular nigga in the backfield, bro. To be a white running back in the backfield at that. Come on now. Come on now.
Fair. Alrighty. And then boom, bap. Caleb or Tua?
Caleb.
Alrighty. So they got Caleb as the 12th QB right now. And so they got him ahead of Tua, Goff, Herbert, Cousins, and Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
But they got him behind Joe Burrow, Prescott, Murray, and Love.
I think that's solid.
Okay.
So right at that 10. You feel me? He could be. He could be a QB1 for you.
Easily be a top 8 QB if he's staying consistent each and every week. Easily.
Yeah.
And so they're looking at Caleb as the pick 87. So somewhere right. So that's the end of the back. You could fuck around and get a Q. You could get 2 QBs. You could get him and somebody else just to try it out.
If you want to wait on QB, you could probably go ahead and get all your top end talent. And if he's your starting QB, hey, I'm okay with that.
Get away with it. Let's get to the real name. Let's get to the real name.
So they got your boy Jayden Daniels.
Yes, sir.
Commanders. Would you rather have Jayden or Deshaun Watson?
I don't know why Nigel waiting. I don't know why Nigel.
I don't even know why Nigel he want to hate on the nigga so bad.
I gotta ask a question. Did anybody know if they hired the masseuse to get back with
this nigga?
If he got a new masseuse, I'm going Deshaun. But if not, I go Jada.
We don't condone any type of whatever acts he was accused of. We don't condone any of that. We got Jayden or A-Rod. Aaron Rodgers.
A-Rod.
I'm going Jayden too. That boy is 40.
You talking about Kurt?
That man is 40. Shit. We got Jayden or Kirko.
Kirk who?
Kirko Cousins.
Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Jayden.
100%.
Jayden or Kirk?
Kirk.
But look, Jayden Daniels, if you watch it, bro,
he will be
I need you to prove Nigel wrong, bro. Yeah.
Hey, listen. Jayden or Trevor Lawrence?
Yo, bro.
What are we doing, bro?
The Jayden hate from Nigel is just unsolicited, bro. Like, this is crazy.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, hey, man, I got Jayden. So they got Jayden as the 18th QB right now.
18th?
18th.
That's a little high, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Yo, keep keep it a stack, bro. What they got guarding Minshew? What they got guarding Minshew at?
Look, CJ, don't even tell him, bro. Nigel, don't disrespect Jayden
right?
like
I'm
that.
like,
Come
bro,
on,
don't even.
Dog,
Whatever they got guarding Minshew at,
they got Michael Penix Jr. ahead of Gardner Minshew.
They got who?
Yeah. They got Penix ahead of Minshew.
If he was playing,
Nigel, bro,
I don't know what to tell you.
Your hate is unsolicited, dog.
Like
get that hate out your heart, man.
He 145 pounds soaking wet, behind one of the worst lines in football. I'm telling you, bro. Pick him up, you want to.
You're hilarious. You are hilarious. You are hilarious. For the sake of time, this is going to be our last question of the pod. We had some other things that we was going to end off, but I see that we got ahead of ourselves, so don't even worry about it. We're going to end off with that tight end, that boy on the Raiders, Brock Bowers. Let's go look at his ranking, and then I'm gonna get to you right here. Would you rather have Bowers or Dalton Schultz on Houston? Ooh, I have Schultz. Okay.
I'll probably go Bowers. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I would go Bowers too. We got Bowers or Goddard. Dallas Goddard off the Eagles.
Goddard.
I might have to go Goddard as well.
Okay. Alrighty. We got Bowers or Pat Freiermuth.
Give me Bowers. Give me Bowers, man. We're
doing all right. I had to gauge it. Bowers or David Njoku on Cleveland.
David was kind of spazzing towards the end of this season.
That's what I'm saying.
I might have to go David.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm gonna have to go David.
Yeah, I might have to go David.
David was putting up some good numbers.
Alrighty then. They have Brock Bowers as the 12th tight end. They got him 12th. They got him in front of Freiermuth from Pittsburgh, Schultz from Houston, Kmet on Chicago, and Hockenson from Minnesota. But they have him behind Njoku, Pitts from Atlanta, Ferguson from Dallas, and Philly, and Goddard from Philly.
I mean, only reason I would take Schultz over Bowers this season is because of CJ Stroud. Solely off of CJ Stroud.
Quarterback. Yeah.
You know, I just don't know how I can get behind a rookie tight end with your QB being Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. Come on, dog.
They better than Jayden, boy. They better than Jayden.
Bro. Nigel, bro, get that hate out your heart, man.
I tell you, boy. Who the tight end for the Commanders? I bet they don't got him over. I bet they don't got him over.
They did draft a
tight end.
What's it called? Senate, I believe.
I know he ain't over Bowers.
Yeah. Blake Senate.
It's the reason for it. It's the reason for it now.
Ben Senate. Ben Senate. I'm looking for just real quick to see. Boom. I don't even see this man Brooks on here. Damn, they got.
We can probably do the running backs like next week. You know, just for the sake of time.
No, we're good. We're gonna end it there. I don't even just for shits and giggles, bro. They don't even have Johnathan Brooks ahead of. They don't even have him ahead of Quorum from They don't have him in front of Benson on Arizona. They don't have him in front.
Yeah. I think he'll be hurt most of the season.
Yeah. He could easily be one of those guys that once he.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see him down here. No, I see him down here finally. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's low. They got him with J.K. Dobbins and Dameon Pierce.
Hey, look, bro, that's a steal.
That's a steal. Disrespecting this man.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
That's something I'm gonna look out for.
Hey man. Hey, listen. That's going to wrap it up. That is going to wrap it up for the Fleecers podcast. One last thing I do want to say. We are going to be having our first mock draft of the Fleecers. We're going to have some friends of ours, other people that we know that play fantasy football. We're going to try to spread it out. But hey, we are calling out. If you see this and you want to be added to our fantasy mock draft that we will be doing the next episode, our episode 3, comment below, get us out on Instagram or on Twitter, and we'll see if we can throw you in if you want to be a part of the mock draft. Somewhere throughout the off season, we'll probably have some guests come on and talk about what made their picks and things like that. So if you want to be on the Fleecers podcast as a guest, join our mock draft. Other than that, it's been your boy CJ, your boy Nigel, and your boy Eli, and we are the Fleecers. Peace.